I wouldn't really necessarily categorize it as heavy metal. Technically, it's not heavy metal at all. I don't know what is going on with YouTube. Do we still have genres? Do we still go there? I mean, like, I like the idea of, like, genre fluid fucking music. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I do enjoy that concept of being able to say, what kind of music do you play? I don't know. You know, I don't like to give people answers. Like, people ask me all the time. We're bringing, you know, guitars into a club. People say, what kind of music you guys play? And I always say something like Bulgarian women's choir music. And they're like, I wanted to mention that tomorrow is 420, which is a big celebration of people who celebrate cannabis. And it's also Record Store Day, so there's a lot of overlap there because people who like records sometimes like cannabis, not all the time. Not since Trans Day and Easter has there been two holidays celebrated in the same day, although that one was a little contentious, although it's in the fucking calendar. I knew this was going to happen, right? But if you knew this was going to happen, he's like, I knew this was going to happen. You have to say it a little differently because then people go, oh, okay, yeah, you knew it was going to happen. You're not just being sarcastic. And God is very sarcastic. You know, I don't know if you know that. He's a man. He sits in a big chair, and he's into real estate, too. He's like, you folks can have this land. Happy birthday, records. It's not their birthday, but it's just a day to sell records. It was basically a retail decision to sort of like boost awareness and sales about records, which is great because I love records. They're like, how can we sell cannabis? How can we sell more cannabis? And they were thinking about it for a long time because they were stoned and they're like, this is fucking high. What were we thinking about? Oh, yeah. How are we going to sell more cannabis? Oh, yeah. How are we going to sell more cannabis? That's my Fonzie doll. Right around the same time, we also got Kenner. Kenner was the company. It was before Star Wars came out, so like that was a whole different fucking ball game. We're talking like 1974 Kenner, around 74, 75, 76, probably, and even earlier than that. There was a number of franchises, like Star Trek, the cartoons came out, and that was fucking awesome. Because the Star Trek, the series, had ended in 69. The live action, as they call it, series ended in 69. And the rest is history on that one. But then they developed a cartoon. Like, for instance, this is Spock. You should probably try to sell it to recoup some of the money that you lost while you were fucking buying things. But the Fonzie doll is... Fonzie doll. They're not dolls. They're action figures. Where have I heard that before? I don't know. But anyway, they are very cool, and that's why I kept them, you know. And my doll, I'll call it a doll. I don't give a fuck. We live in a world where we don't have to worry about shit like that anymore, right? Maybe. So my dolls, I kept. I still love them, you know. I don't like play with them. I don't like, hey, what are you doing here? Get over here. What are you doing? Hey. Hey, what are you doing? That's how Spock... that was his original voice, Leonard Nimoy. That's how he really talked. He was from Massachusetts, you know, and he was a dock worker for a while in New Bedford. He unloaded freighters that were coming out from Antarctica. They were selling ice to the folks in New England in the summertime. It was not a very good business, and it went down. The business went under, and when I say that, I mean the ship sank shortly after that. But Leonard Nimoy worked for the icing company, and his job was to pick the blocks of ice up out of the hull of the ship, and bring them to the surface, and then cover them with sawdust and put them in a barn so that they would last for at least 45 minutes. And so that's why he had sort of a gruff accent in real life. Leonard Nimoy, he would say things like, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, like to Kurt, like to William Shatner. He'd be like, "Bill, hey, how the fuck are you?" You know, he talked like that. So Little known fact. Anyway, the Fonzie doll. Yes, we're getting back to that. So here he is here. And I love this because, you know, he does a, hey, how you doing? Hey, Fonzie, what's going on? Hey, not too bad. It's Friday. Yeah, I know, Fonzie. Did you know that tomorrow's 420? 420? Yay! That's great. That's, you're smoking the funny jazz cigarettes. Well, I'm not smoking them, but some people do. Hey, that's cool. I like when people come together and agree on something and progress. And now we're like, you know, getting past the 21st century here. And I have a good feeling, thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, cross my fingers that humanity will survive. Wow. Okay. Obviously, Fonzie's gotten into the hooch because he's a little fucking delirious. And that's why, like, in the 70s, and like you could go to the weed counter and they'd be like, you want a parakeet with that? And you'd be like, yeah, and then they'd give you a big kiss. So delicioso. Churros and sausage egg empanada. It's like an empanada. Is that like a... This must be something, I don't know. Well, it's probably really good, you know.